Hi, everybody. Have you ever thought about a relationship and where you might want it to go, where you wish it would have gone, or maybe it's a present relationship that you're like, where do I want this to go? We can really reflect on those and by using the Johari window. The Johari window appears here on this page, according to the communication theory site, that there are four panes that we're looking at, which are the open area, the blind spot, the hidden area, and the unknown. Over time, these four areas change in size based on what you're willing to share and where you build these relationships. As you open up over time, those areas change. In the beginning, you'll see that the open area is potentially smaller, and then over time, it will grow. The self-awareness site indicates that the Johari window helps you evaluate self-awareness, personal development, and improving communications. It can help you develop interpersonal relationships, group dynamics, team development, and intergroup relationships. These are all things that through those panes you can work on by building trust and receiving feedback. That's the key to the Johari, is getting the feedback and building the trust to create this environment. So the reflection of this is, for me personally, is 11 years ago I began at Boston Financial, and I had met my now co-manager, Aaron. We started in the same training group, we started in the same department, and we've moved throughout the company. We kind of followed each other through different roles and different teams, and we're now co-managing the current team together. And having this business relationship, like analyzing it through the Johari window, was actually kind of a difficult task, knowing that, I'm personally my own worst critic, and so, there's no exception to the Johari window. And looking back at this relationship, and, of course, there's mistakes made along the way, and, there's things that we wish we could change. And going forward, hopefully things will continue to grow. As I've stated, 11 years in co-managing the team now, it's been a ride, and it's been interesting and fun. The open area is where the behaviors and skills are known to the individual and others. At the beginning of 11 years, the icebreaker in our training group was the first thing that I found out about Aaron, and first thing he found out about me. And so over these 11 years, we've continued to grow and develop. Before, there wasn't much conversation. It would be small feedback here and there on items. If maybe we had a question or something, we would ask each other. And leading up to current day, we now have conversations on the daily and for extended periods of times over a range of topics. It can be anything. We can talk about our dogs, or my kids, or things like that, and it's just kind of opened up to even just knowing our personalities, and probably like for the things of how we approach situations at work, you can see through our personalities from getting to know each other and moving things into this open area. The blind spot would be anything that you don't know about yourself that others see. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is my patience. I initially thought that I wasn't a very patient person, and just kind of was like, I just want to get things done. And then it was brought to my attention that I was very patient, and now I currently do a lot of the initial training when the associates come in, and setting up their passwords, and getting them established in the procedures and things of that nature. And then we all have hidden areas, which is where where information, is withheld from others, but it's known to us. And so in this situation, a lot of my personal life that I now talk about, and kind of gives Aaron a little more insight into like who I am and, my way of thinking, was in this hidden area, which has now been moved to the open area. So for us to be able to manage this team together and have the same goals of making an effective team, we have to move a lot of the work things of our associates, and discussing how we manage and things of that nature into the open area versus having it hidden, because we have to be able to co-manage. And then there's the unknown area, which is unknown to us and unknown to others. And the first example I could think of for this was that initially I was perceived as shy, and I didn't know this at the time, and then others didn't know that I actually wasn't shy. At the time I was young and I was just coming in and I thought I was just doing my job, and then I ended up getting into the peer training role, and so I was talking to people all the time. I was the first person they met when, they came into the company and things, and then people realized, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, she's totally not shy. So that one was kind of interesting and fun. Through the Johari window, you have to be able to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, what you can do to help improve them, and feedback is really kind of the key. Aaron and I have to be open with each other about what we're doing, and on items, how we handle situations and things of that nature, to be able to improve our skills and continue to grow as a team and move into a positive direction. And we just have to keep building on these skills to create this environment for this team and meet these results and have high efficiency and quality. And so through our relationships, we were able to, over these 11 years, create an open communication line and have effective team management. And when we're, communicating with our associates, we don't send mixed messages. We're on the same page. The, attendance policy is the same for the both of us. We follow it the same way. We hold our associates accountable to the same efficiencies and standards. And through the Johari window, these sites were very helpful, and so Aaron and I were able to come together, and we continue to grow, and we have to continue to develop, and the Johari window is something that we're able to utilize and continue to grow through our relationship. And going forward, we'll analyze more and more, and I'm sure that other things will move into the open area, and it will just continue this positive environment and see more growth the more open we are to the feedback.